before the one thing, before you introduce theta, ask the students when A and B are constants, is it not BC is going to be constant? That you should ask them. Then you should explain with a scale, that is how the length of BC varies with respect to theta. With respect to theta, the most very important word, with respect to theta. Why I am telling you are going to do the differentiation. Now, so that we have calculated PC, the x is equal to BC, this thing. Now PC is A secant theta and PB equal to B cosecant theta. So your x has come, that is the one which is to be calculated, that is it should be minimum. This is now the length of the hypotenuse, and which is equal to PC or CP plus PB, that is your A secant theta plus B cosecant theta. Now what happens, we have introduced one theta and x and theta are related. So now I am going to differentiate with respect to theta, So this is your dx by d theta, that is A secant theta tan theta minus B cosecant theta cot theta. Now you have to ask them why I am differentiating with respect to theta. Because the value of, as you showed with the scale there, when the scale is you are tilting but fixing the P, what happens, the length is changing and the angle theta also is changing. So your x depends on theta, that you have to explain. The another thing, your dx by d theta means what is the thing? See how the variable x or the length of the hypotenuse varies with respect to theta. This you have to tell them. Or you ask them what is this dx by d theta. And because most of the thing, why we are differentiating, why you are taking this theta and all these things. Now you have to make it very clear that you are differentiating with respect to theta because you want to know or you want to calculate how x varies with respect to theta. So this gives you whether it is going to be maximum regarding to theta or it is going to be minimum with respect to theta. Now we are going to just put dx by d theta equal to 0. And you may ask them, why just I am equating to 0? Because you already just know don't think all these things, subject or chapters are entirely different from each other. No, they are interrelated. Because what happens when you deal with y is equal to f of x, or in the chapter tangent, normal and all these things, the applications of derivatives, there you calculate, if I am correct, dy by dx, just here, dy by dx equal to 0. Suppose your y equal to f of x is the equation of the curve. Suppose, just I am just going from here to there. See, dy by dx equal to 0 means what happens? Your curve, suppose this is the curve, and here when this is equal to dy by dx at this point is 0. Now what happens? At this point, the tangent is parallel to x-axis, or the slope of the tangent is equal to 0. Now you are calculating dx by d theta equal to 0. What happens? Either it's going to be maximum or minimum, and you are going to get the values of x in terms of theta. So you have taken dx by d theta. These things have to be explained. Then only they will understand, they will appreciate the subject. You may be wondering why I have to just bring these functions, and this also you have to explain. This y equal to f of x or a function plays a major role in so many things. That is, in analytical geometry we write y is equal to f of x equal to y is equal to root of 4ax or something like that. Then what happens? This is a parabola there. Same thing you want to just, when you differentiate, what happens? Dy by dx, then you are trying to calculate the slope at some point x1 y1. And then sometimes what happens, we are just going to see whether it is an increasing function or decreasing function in that interval, all these things. Now dx by d theta equals 0, that is your a secant theta tan theta minus b cosecant theta cot theta equal to 0, or a 1 by cos theta and this is sin theta by cos theta, they equal to, I just bring it to the other side, 1 by sin theta into cos theta by sin theta. So what happens here? This is your a sin cubed theta equal to b cos cubed theta, or your tan cubed theta equal to b by a. Now we want to calculate the value of theta. So your tan theta becomes b by a power 1 by 3. Now as you are aware of it, now when tan theta is equal to b by a power 1 by 3, whether this is the x is going to give you a minimum value or maximum value, we are not sure, because it can be both. And you will be wondering whether how this thing, when the curve comes here, this thing, here if you calculate the dx by d theta will give a minimum value. Now what happens, we have to calculate the d squared x by d theta squared from here. So now your tan theta is equal to b by a power 1 by 3, isn't it? So now I am going to differentiate dx by d theta. Now that will give you d squared x by and d theta squared equal to a into secant theta will be secant theta into secant theta tan theta plus a into secant theta gives you tan gives secant squared theta minus b cosecant theta will give you minus cosecant theta cot theta. Now this gives you secant theta and another secant this thing secant theta tan theta into tan theta. Okay, this now this is going to give you cosecant theta cot theta minus cosecant theta cot theta into cot theta minus cosecant theta into minus cosecant squared theta. So now what happens, minus plus everything becomes plus. So what happens here, when you put x equal to this here tan theta equal to b by a, this is going to be positive, d squared x by d theta squared is going to be positive. So what happens when tan theta is equal to b by a power 1 by 3, your x is going to be, or x is minimum when tan theta is equal to b by a power 1 by 3. Now you have got everything in terms of tan theta. Now you have to find the values of secant theta, cosecant theta and substitute there. So what happens here, there are two, you should ask them, how do you calculate, if you know, you should ask the students, if tan theta is equal to b by a power 1 by 3, how do you calculate secant theta? If they are unable to, then tell them your tan theta is nothing but b power 1 by 3 by a power 1 by 3, take a right angle triangle and this is theta, then what happens, your opposite side by adjacent side, so your hypotenuse will be b power 2 by 3 and a power 2 by 3. From this you can calculate secant theta, cosecant theta also, that is your x. Always ask them and tell them, and just try to get, do they know any other alternate method to calculate the values secant theta and cosecant theta. I will explain, there are two methods this thing. Sometimes some problems will have more than two methods, alternate methods or something short method, sometimes what happens, it is a just it will take lot of time also. Now here x equal to a secant theta, that is your, what happens a secant theta, that is your a, you can now list this a cos theta, b sin theta, that is your a by cos theta is this nothing but a power 1 by 3 divided by root of a power 2 by 3 plus b power 2 by 3 plus b by sin theta will be b power 1 by 3 by root of a power 2 by 3 plus b power 2 by 3. This goes to the numerator. So what happens here? A into root of a power 2 by 3 plus b power 2 by 3 plus divided by a power 1 by 3, and this will be b into root of a power 2 by 3 plus b power 2 by 3 divided by b power 1 by 3. And you know this will give you, just I can wipe it off. This will give you x equal to a power 2 by 3 into root of a power 2 by 3 plus b power 2 by 3 plus this is b into b power 2 by 3 root of a power 2 by 3 plus b power 2 by 3, and when you take this thing as common, what happens? A power 2 by 3 plus b power 2 by 3 into a power 2 by 3, this common b power 2 by 3. See, tell them, because most of the students will think they can cancel this thing also. No, that cannot be done. You should explain all these things, because a plus b whole squared, what happens, that type of things, explanations you have to give them. And you may think that it will take more time, but when they are comfortable with all these ideas and all these things, if they are just through the channel, then they will be able to understand, or they will be able to do the problems. Now you can ask them, is there any other method? That is what you can ask them. What happens? There is another method also is there. That is this x equal to a secant theta plus b cosecant theta. Now that is also, there is another method to calculate the value of x. You should tell them, teach them also. See, there is another method. If you just give that type of things, what happens? They are perfectly, they will be able to do more than what we tell them. So this becomes actually a into root of 1 plus tan squared theta, we know that, plus b into root of 1 plus cot squared theta, that is equal to a into root of 1 plus, already you have calculated tan theta is equal to b by a, that becomes your b power 2 by 3 and a power 2 by 3 plus b into, this becomes 1 plus a power 2 by 3 divided by b power 2 by 3. And if you simplify it, you get this thing. This is a by a power 1 by 3 into a power 2 by 3 plus b power 2 by 3 plus b power 1 by 3 into b power 2 by 3 plus a power 2 by 3. This will give you this will give you a power 2 by 3 into root of a power 2 by 3 plus b power 2 by 3 plus this is b power 2 by 3 into a power 2 by 3 plus b power 2 by 3, and this will give you the same result. This is equal to a power 2 by 3 plus b power 2 by 3 into root of a power 2 by 3 plus b power 2 by 3. This will give you a power 2 by 3 plus b power 2 by 3